Okay, hey guys, it's 00spiderwolfman here with...
Hey dude, hi-ho, I like randomness here.
And I'm looking at myself. Booyah. Anyways, so this is gonna be our, or rather he's here for sidecom a few videos. We're here to talk about, classes, yeah. So, but we're just gonna give you a basic rundown of the game right now. We're not going to go really all that in depth, just basic stuff. If you're familiar with MMORPGs, you'll know the basic stats. Things for strength, ranged attacks, magical attacks, or force attacks, whatever have you. Armor, stuff you use to be able to attack, like power, and morale is health.
Yes.
Morale is health. Power is used by all classes, not just mages.
Yes.
Which I find weird, but whatever.
Yes.
And just mages tend to have more power, and the other classes usually have either fairly even or just a little... They usually have a little bit more health, though,
yes.
Unless you're a mage class. Armor rating is same. Might is for physical abilities.
Yes.
Parry rating, physical mitigation, block mitigation. I really don't have physical attacks with this character, so that's why.
Because he's a magic user.
Agility... usually is used for defensive abilities. Vitality is, of course, for health. Some defenses, depending on class, as well as regenerative abilities and maximum health.
Yes.
Will is used for offensive things and mitigation, at least with this class. Again, it really depends on the class you're playing, so you might want to check that out. It'll say it is very important for you. If that's something you really need to focus on.
Yes.
Fate increases things like critical rating, in-combat morale and power regen, so on and so forth.
Yes.
As you can see, I'm only level 16 with this character, but this is one class we will be going over.
Yes.
Also, very quickly, I just don't want to run over time in this video.
Yes.
So, we're just going to go over a few other things. We're pretty good on time right now.
Yes.
We have several traits here, as you can see.
No.
Several trait slots, varying kinds here. We have race traits, virtue traits, class traits, and legendary traits. Legendary traits are very useful, give you pretty big buffs, and are sometimes related to what you specify in your class. Now, this is basically this game's version of speccing, and yeah, so be ready. This is not traditional, and I really like it. You complete deeds to get these, and you will get a very minuscule amount of turbine points, which can be used to purchase things like more trait slots and the riding ability and so on, which I'm not going to get into.
Yes.
Race traits depend on what race you are, dwarf, man, elf, or hobbit. Really, it just depends on what race you are, on what will be increased and so on. I am a runekeeper. Only elves and dwarves can be runekeepers, so just keep that in mind. And each class has 3 categories as to what each category is different. And, like, for instance, I have Solitary Thunder, which increases my Winter Storm and Thunder abilities, or Lightning abilities, what's it called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Cleansing Fire focuses on my fire attacks. That's actually really nice.
Yes.
And then... Never mind.
Yes.
Benediction of Peace is basically your healing. This current class, which is one we'll be going over first, is basically your healing or damaging class, depending on what you want to focus on in that battle. So this is actually a really nice class, but I'm not going to go too in-depth on it right now, because really that's not what this video is about. It's just covering the basics. Virtue traits are things you gain, again, through deeds, whether it be slaying things, completing a certain amount of quests in a certain location, or seeing certain sights. Really, depending on what will be useful to you, depends on what class you are and so on.
Yes.
They are not class-specific. Any one of these can be used on any class. It just depends on how useful they are, on what you are. And legendaries are often very useful. They increase things that you were probably previously weak in, or increase your already growing strengths.
Yes.
However, you can only get them at level 41, and at level 45 you will get your first legendary weapon. And legendary weapons are basically weapons that level with you and can be reforged to make them stronger so they can continue to level with you, and so on. You can make legendary weapons and other items, but yeah, that's about it. So that's going to be it for this video. I really just wanted to go over the basics. Again, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me in the comments. And I will be happy to answer for any questions you have. And if I don't know the answer, I will look it up or ask somebody in game.
Champion.
And this is, wow, he's actually max level. He's a guardian. Cool.
No.
Yes, he's a guardian.
No.
He's guardian class. His title was champion.
Gone.
So that's gonna do it for this video.
Yes.
But anyways, I will see you guys in the next vid when we talk about this class. See you then. Bye.